Welcome back. Today we're discussing deep breathing techniques. I mentioned deep breathing in several of my other videos, and some of you wrote comments asking me to explain why I use one technique versus the others that are available and the most common techniques out there. So here goes. And before I begin, let me address the other question. People have asked me where I come up with these funky shirts. Well, yes, I have an, eclectic taste, I guess. But my wife and I, we travel to St. Martin about once a year, and I buy 5 or 6 of these funky looking shirts. Our next trip is in January, so you'll see me with some new designs after January. Discussing deep breathing techniques, the first technique is called diaphragmatic breathing. It's also called abdominal breathing or belly breathing, and that is my go-to technique. It is very simple. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. Exhale slowly for a count of 4. I'm not doing it right now because remember when I do it in the previous videos, I tend to close my eyes. It is a very relaxing technique, and that is the most basic breathing technique, and that's the one I go to most often. So the next technique is called the 4-7-8 technique. Yes, why is it called 4-7-8? Very simple. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. And then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Hence the 4-7-8. It is also a very effective technique. I recommend it. I personally prefer the first one because especially if you are in a public situation, the first technique, the abdominal breathing technique, is very easy to do. Next technique is called a box breathing technique or a square breathing technique. And here's why it's called that. It is very simple, very effective, and here's what you do. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Hence the square or box technique. This technique is called the alternate nostril technique. Would not recommend trying it in public. It looks kind of funky. Now this is what I am going to demonstrate. It basically involves holding one nostril, breathing through the other nostril, holding the other nostril, and breathing out through this nostril, right? So you hold one side, breathe in through the other side, then you switch your hold and breathe out. People swear by it. Some people really love it. Not my favorite technique, but you know what? There are many techniques out there and different things work for different people. The last technique, I'm going to demonstrate this as well, is called the pursed lip technique or the candle blowout technique. It's very simple. For a count of 2, you breathe in through your nose and then you blow out fully as if you're blowing out a candle through your mouth. So these are the 5 different breathing techniques. As I mentioned in many videos, I prefer the basic diaphragmatic breathing technique, but find one that you like. They're all equal. Different things work for different people. I do not prescribe one or the other. Use what works for you.